We over here at my new apartment. About to go check out the gym right now. Why? Because y'all Negroes kept finding out where the hell I live. Showing up to my door, talking about, yo, can I get a picture with you? This. Stay away from my crib.
Well.
So?
Bruh.
Okay. All right, let me get you mic'd up. So what's up with y'all guys? I'm out here with the legend, Mega McQueen.
What's the deal,
it's your boy out here, you feel me? And we about to go ahead and get this interview. Thank you so much, firstly, for your time.
Man, of
I
course,
really appreciate you, bro.
Of course, bro.
Like,
you a genuine nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's hard not to support that.
I appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? It's hard not to support someone who, you know, actually appreciates someone trying their hardest to actually, like, genuinely help and give back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I just think that's like one of the biggest testaments to someone, like the level of respect someone has for you.
Yeah.
Is when they respect your time and they respect your energy and they respect the knowledge that they're taking the time out of their precious day to help you. You know?
That's
Anyways,
real. That's real. I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah.
I try my best, you feel me?
Yeah,
you
for
know?
sure.
Just
Yeah.
me and God, for real. You feel me?
I say that all the time.
Yeah.
Say that all the time, bro.
Yeah, bro. So firstly, I wanted to get into your rise of success, you know what I mean? You know, how did your mentality help you to succeed? Like, how was it like coming up? You know what I mean?
So a lot of people don't know, but like I actually was a child actor. You know what I'm
Really?
saying? Yeah, I was a child actor.
I didn't even know that, bro.
Yeah, I was a child actor. You know what I'm saying? Every day in LA after I get off of school, my dad used to take me, and we used to go to all these different types of auditions in LA, off of Sunset, Venice, you know what I'm saying? You know, downtown, Pasadena, Arcadia, like we would be all over LA. As soon as literally every day, my day consisted of me just going to auditions. I already knew as soon as I got off of school, my dad picking up when we go into auditions, you know what I'm saying? And I was actually, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the Tiger Woods Life Story movie, but I was the kid who played him when he was played Tiger when he was a kid.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Dang.
And then I've been in a lot of Coca-Cola commercials.
Really?
I still have all the magazines I was in, covers of magazines. You know what I'm saying?
So you've been doing this for like, you've been really.
But when I was 10, I was like, okay, I was about to go into 6th grade. And I'm like, nigga, like literally every day, I'm not exaggerating when I say literally every day I was going to auditions. And it got to a point where I'm like, you know, you a kid and you seen all your homies like going doing a bunch of street shit and having fun and living life as a child.
Yeah. So you always wanted to like
I want to be a part of that. I don't want to have to get off of school and go to auditions every fucking day.
No, that's real.
As a kid, you don't realize the long-term benefits of that. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So I was like, Dad, like I want to stop. You know? And he was so pissed. Like he was like, bro, like you don't understand, nigga.
The money that you just threw away,
you
bro.
You don't get it, dog. Like,
and
I was just like, man, I just can't. I can't. And it's like obviously you can't force you. So I just stopped.
Yeah.
I lived a normal life. You know what I'm saying? Went through middle school, high school, all that. And then my older brother, he was always working in IT. So like I didn't know what I wanted to do out of high school. So I saw him making in what I thought at the time was good money. You know what I'm saying? And he was traveling around and doing shit. So I was thinking, oh, okay, maybe that's like peak life. Maybe I should do that. You know what I'm saying? So out of high school, I was like, let me go to college for IT. You know, and then I got a degree. I got a bachelor's degree. First, I got the associates, and then my brother got me a job in IT.
Interesting.
As I'm like finishing my bachelor's, you know, I'm working in the field, cubicle, okay, and I'm commuting from. At the time, I was living in Rancho Cucamonga with my family, and I was commuting at 6 a.m. every morning, Monday through Friday, all over to Orange County. And if you guys aren't from California, you know that's an hour-and-a-half drive every morning at 6 a.m. Because once you get from, the 15 to the 95? Yeah, so, you know, if you guys don't know, man, that's a long-ass drive every single fucking morning. So, and I had a beat-up Honda. Like, at any moment, that shit was about to break down, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, you know, long story short, I was working in that field. And, you know, I'm a Cali nigga, you know what I'm saying? So I talk the way I talk, I dress the way I dress, and the white people, they wasn't going for it. Like, you know, or at least nobody else had an issue with it except my trainer. So, like, in the IT department, there's different levels, obviously. I was a desktop engineer. I was at literally I was the rookie. So the network engineer was my mentor at the time. He was my trainer. And I remember you know, I'm just getting ordered around by white niggas, like how I should dress, how I should talk, how I should act.
Yeah.
You know, every single minute I'm in my cubicle, I'm looking over and my fucking manager sitting there staring at me, what I'm looking at my computer. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck? Like, it's just no privacy.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I know I'm at work, but it's just like,
Corporate
damn, like,
America,
like
bro,
if you're gonna come up on me, like, tap me on the shoulder, nigga. Don't just be sitting. The nigga literally, I would be like, yo, how long were you staring at me?
Yeah.
5-10 minutes. And I'm like, nigga, what? That's so fucking weird.
That's weird.
You
Yeah,
know what I'm
that's
saying?
weird.
So
It's a power thing.
yeah, exactly. And in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, like, nigga, like I said, I'm a tall 6 at the time. Before I was 6'2". Now I was like maybe 6 foot at the time. You know, but at the end of the day, nigga, I'm 6'4". I mean, not 6'4", 6 foot. You know what I'm saying? A young Cali nigga. In shape, you know. At the time, that my main source of cardio was skateboarding, so I'm super in shape, right? Nigga, at the end of the day, I could beat all y'all niggas' asses. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
all
bro.
y'all old ass white niggas, all of y'all ain't seeing me in this motherfucker. So I had my trainer was an Asian nigga, but he's super whitewashed, like whitewashed as fuck, right? And so, you know, I'm in the fucking training room. He's standing behind me, you know what I'm saying? Standing like this, you know, shoulders like this. And I'm looking up at the computer, and he's teaching me this thing called imaging desktops, where it's pretty much you wipe the memory off of the fucking desktop and you add a new operating system. Long story short, he's teaching me that. And I'm sitting there like doing it, whatever, right? All I hear is this nigga like, yo, it's just me and this nigga in this room. He's like, yo, you know, you gotta stop talking like that around here. I'm like, talking like what? Like you're from the hood, you know? I'm like, what? I said, what the? Because first of all, Christian, I'm not from the hood.
Yeah.
So that tells me you only said that because I'm black.
Yeah. That's true.
That's literally the only reason why you said that shit. So I'm like, what? I'm like, what from the hood? What are you talking about? What? So I stood up. I said, what you talking? What you mean by that?
Yeah.
And he was just like, you know, you talking about some, yo, what's up? What's good? You know, you can't be talking. I'm like, first of all, no one in this whole building has ever had a problem with that.
Yeah.
I'm going around to the damn accounting department, the engineering department, and I'm fixing all these niggas' computers, and I'm talking exactly the way you say I shouldn't be talking, and no one has had an issue with that. Matter of fact, everyone is saying I'm a kind-ass kid, and you in here talking about I need to stop talking like that because you're not in the hood no more.
Anywhere that tries to change you, bro, it's a no. Bro.
Exactly. So
God gave you a personality for a reason, bro.
That shit pissed me off though, Christian. I'm gonna be 100 because who the fuck you think you is sitting there? You basically just told me stop being a nigga.
Yeah.
So I stood up and I said, what the fuck you mean by? I said, first of all, I'm not even from the hood, so what you mean by that? Oh no, it's not even about that. It's just, you know, you can't be using that slang. I said, look, my nigga, I'm gonna tell you like this, fool. I don't give a fuck about this job. If you ever say some shit like that, I swear to God, I will slap you right in your motherfucking teeth. And he's like, whoa, bro, it's not even that deep. No, it is that deep, nigga, because you thought you could sit here and talk to me crazy because I'm some young kid coming into a job and you think that I'm trying to climb the ladder like you bitch ass niggas. You've been kissing white niggas' asses and shit. It's not like that. If you want me to get hood, I'll get hood on you. I'll show you what the fuck hood is, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So long story short, that nigga went and complained to the fucking manager, which is the manager that my brother was friends with that got me the job in the first place. I get home to at the time my brother was living in Chino Hills, and Chino Hills is like in the middle point between Orange County and Rancho Cucamonga. So I was living with my brother, so that way it wasn't that long of a commute, right? And so I'm thinking when I get home, you know, my brother's gonna be on my side. I get home, and my brother's like, yo, Chris called me, which is the white boy that is the manager. Yo, what happened? Why you said all that to David, which is my trainer's name? I'm like, cause he told me, nigga, I'm from the hood. I need to stop talking about this. He said, and I'm thinking my brother gonna be like, oh no, that's fucked up. My brother was like, oh, well, sometimes in the workplace you gotta bite your tongue. I said,
what are you talking about?
Okay,
bro?
for sure. That's what it is.
That's that mindset.
I said, oh,
bro.
this is what it is. Okay, for sure. You know what? That's a bet. You know what? This is not for me. So next day I'm in the cubicle, right? I see all these white boys blowing up on YouTube doing pranks and shit. These niggas are not funny, but they're blowing the fuck up. So I'm like, you know what? I know I'm funny. Let me try this shit. So that day, literally that weekend, I went and stole a camera from fucking, you know, Fry's Electronics.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's how I got my first misdemeanor though, because I got caught. And then, you know, me and my best friend Brenton, we got caught. And then, you know, eventually I had to save up my entire paycheck to fucking go and get a $250 camera. I still have that camera to this day.
Oh, really?
Long story short, right? It was a camcorder. And that weekend I went to the mall and I started filming pranks. First I started off filming skits. Skits weren't really blowing up, so I started filming these pranks. And then every single weekend, I would only have like maybe one day to go and film at the mall because the most popping day in Rancho was Saturday. And then the most popping mall was pretty much Victoria Gardens. And so you would go there and you would try and catch the traffic of all the bitches and try and film some pranks. You know what I'm saying? At the time, that's literally when I figured out how to talk to girls. I was like 22. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I was about to hit 23. You know what I'm saying? And I remember I did like 10 videos of me just filming pranks, and none of them were blowing. And I remember I wasn't about to give up, but I was feeling like I was questioning, like, is this even worth it? You know what I'm saying? And I remember I talked with my mom. Me and my mom still talk about this day to this day. And I remember I was talking with her. I was like, Mom, like, I don't know, man. I know I'm way funnier than all these niggas. Like, why am I not blowing up?
Yeah,
like,
why is it harder for you?
Yeah. And then she was just like, watch, it's gonna happen when you least expect it. Literally the next day, nigga, I dropped one video that day when I was talking to her. I dropped a video I had just fucking filmed. And with that particular video that I had just filmed, I remember my best friend Brenton was supposed to help me film it.
Yeah.
And he flaked on me, and that shit pissed me off. And so I went to the mall, my damn self. I brought the camcorder, and I used it as a vlogging camera. If you know what a camcorder is, man, that shit is not no vlogging camera.
It's long. Like,
you know what I'm saying? You literally gotta turn the LCD around, and then you gotta hold it like this. It was just weird. Like, nigga, what the fuck is this nigga doing?
It was awkward.
Yeah. So I'm like, but I wanted it that bad. So I remember I drove to the mall, and I sat down, and I got to the parking garage. And I remember I got out of the car and I'm walking to the mall, and I literally almost turned around. I was like, bro, I'm too nervous. Like, I look ridiculous, like with this camcorder, like, nah, I'm all right. And I remember something in my mind told me, like, bro, just go, go. And I remember that day I went, and literally I finished the video in like 25 minutes because every single girl, the name of the video was Selfie Roasting Girls and Getting Their Numbers. And I was just walking up to girls and being like, yo, you look like Legolas from Lord of the Rings, but I think you're very beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And every single interaction, I'm saying I didn't miss one time. And it was just like, what? That doesn't happen. If you know you film like these prank videos, that shit doesn't happen. Yo, it can take days,
even interviews people don't even
exactly. So I finished this shit literally in like 30 minutes, bro. You know what I'm saying? And so I got back. That night I had the conversation with my mom. The next morning I dropped the video, or that night I dropped the video. Next morning I'm in the cubicle, bro. Depressed as hell, you know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden my phone starts blowing up. This person subscribed to you, this person subscribed to you, this person subscribed to you. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? My phone literally, I couldn't even use my phone because of how much it was blowing up.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, what the fuck? I run to the bathroom. I'm looking like, trying to find a source of where this is coming from, right? World Star had reposted my video. And they tagged my YouTube channel, and literally I gained 5,000 subscribers that night.
Dang,
overnight.
Bro.
And then after that, I was like, all right, it's done.
This is it.
That's the breakthrough, That's the breakthrough. I was like, this is the miracle that I've been waiting for. It was literally a miracle. I will never in my life forget that day.
Yeah.
And then after that, I quit the IT job. Before I had the IT job, I was working at Starbucks for like 2 years. So I had some priority there. So I went back. I was like, hey, can I get a part-time back here? They said, cool, yeah. You know what I'm saying? You was a good employee, come back. Yeah. Whatever. I got a part-time, so that way I had more time to film videos. And then I was posting one video a week. I was going to Venice, you know what I'm saying, going to UCLA, filming these pranks. And I just kept, you know what I'm saying. Then eventually I did, DJ Khaled pickup lines.
Oh,
that's when the pickup line series started. And then from there I was doing Drake, then I did The Weeknd, then I did fucking 21, and then around that time that's when fucking the 2016 XXL freshman list came out. So I was doing everybody on the XXL. I did everybody on that list. The only one I didn't do was Yachty. You know what I'm saying? And I did everyone on that list, and that shit was just back to back to back to back bangers, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And that shit blew me up. You know what I'm saying? And then I think at the beginning of 2017, that's when DDG had moved to LA. And then I remember I got my first, before he moved to LA though, I had got my first check for $11,000 because I did this fucking drunk truth or dare with this bitch I was talking to at the time. She did like 6 million views. And this YouTube company hit me up and they said, here, we'll buy the video, meaning like they buy the video and they can run their own ads on it. You know, just like, a record label could buy a song.
Yeah, they can buy videos.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. And you can buy a video, and that pretty much means they own that video and they run their own ads on it and they get all the money from the revenue. Yeah. And they'll give you a check in return. And so they gave me $11,000 for that video. And then I said, nigga, I'm moving out. So I moved out of my mom's crib, went back to LA, you know what I'm saying? Got my first apartment in Hollywood. And then literally I think a few months later, Daryl, DDG moved to LA. And then we linked up. At the time, I fell into a huge depression because it was my first time living on my own. You know what I'm saying? All my homies that I grew up with in LA weren't in the entertainment industry. So it's not like I could really hang out with them because it just wasn't congruent. You know what I'm saying? And I was just kind of like, what the fuck do I do? At the time, my main videos were someone had to be recording from a distance. And I didn't know anybody, you know what I'm saying, other than my homie Brenton, but he stayed in Rancho still at the time.
Yeah.
And so it was hard. I was like figuring it. I was staying all this time in my crib. I'm sorry if this is a long answer.
No,
You know what I'm
no,
saying?
perfect. No,
I was staying
take your
in,
time,
I was
bro.
staying in my crib all fucking day, and I'm like, you know, first time I had to motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, wash my own clothes, cook for my own food, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Fucking,
broke,
you know what I'm
like,
saying?
being an adult,
broke
yeah.
as hell, like,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
broke, but like, you know, just kind of just like literally taking on the
Making it-
world
yeah,
by yourself, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
making ends meet, yeah.
Exactly, you know, and so, and I wasn't talking to anybody. Like, I literally was in the crib every fucking day thinking myself into a black hole. And it literally, this is the part where I don't tell anybody about this. I mean, I've told the Aquaforce about this, but that was when I literally thought myself into such a deep depression that I literally forgot who the fuck I was. And I'm not saying on a surface level I forgot who I was. I'm saying I forgot this is gonna sound so ridiculous, but it really happened. I forgot myself so much that I literally questioned if I was black. It sounds funny.
Yeah.
Like looking back, it sounds like the most
sounds crazy. It sounds random.
It sounds like the
Yeah,
most
yeah.
ridiculous thing ever, right?
Yeah.
But I literally was like, "Yo, am I black?" Like it was. That's how
That's
fucking.
crazy.
That's how much time I spent.
That's crazy,
I spent
bro.
by myself, thinking myself into such a dark place that I even questioned my own reality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so that was like literally after 3 months of staying in the crib back to back every day. Niggas
Yeah.
don't understand that, bro.
Yeah,
like
that's
I
deep.
literally was doing that.
That's
you
how
know?
it was like during the whole Corona thing when everything was shutting down and stuff. A lot of people, that's why a lot of people got depressed,
Yeah,
killing themselves.
exactly,
all types
exactly.
of stuff because you know they said lockdown, and everybody just stayed in the cribs.
Exactly.
And then you got a bunch of people getting into mental problems,
Yeah.
mental issues
Yep.
because they're just used to moving, and now they just lock down, and then you got people killing themselves
Yeah.
or something like that.
Right.
Or you got people literally calling. I think there was an incident where somebody called 911 just to come pick them up. They didn't have nothing wrong, actually. They just wanted to get out the house.
Yeah,
you know what I
exactly,
mean? Like
yeah.
an excuse. You know?
Yeah.
It's crazy. It
Yeah.
was some of the craziest things.
Yeah. Daryl just moved to LA. So he was like, I remember for a couple weeks he was hitting me up and I was still in that state of like, nah, I don't want to talk to nobody, this. But he like, at some point kind of forced me to get out.
Yeah.
Which to this day I'm very grateful. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, collaborating with people who are on the same level with you will literally, I talked about this earlier with you, it's like,
Yeah.
you know, it's the night and day difference between when you're hanging out with people that you're trying to influence them,
Yeah.
whereas we're around people where you guys are literally either on the same level or someone is better than you, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And you literally just rise together,
It'll
right?
force you to grow.
Exactly,
Yeah.
right? So, you know, we're two black YouTubers at the time, and we link up and we started filming together. He was helping me film my pickup line videos. I was helping him film his vlogs. And then we started vlogging together, and then, you know, and obviously everyone knows like the story from
Yeah,
there.
the
you know what I'm saying?
the
And so-
dynamic duo,
yeah,
bro.
you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's how that happened. And then I say all that to say that's pretty much how shit started. And then from there, I started filming with Flight. And then from there, I met Pootie. And then I met Fidel, you know what I'm saying? I met
Yeah.
all these different people. And then, you know, obviously we were all collaborating at the time. And then I met, after that, you know what I'm saying? I met Flight. And Flight was, to this day, is still one of my best friends, you know what I'm saying? And then I started collaborating with him. Everyone knows that story too,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And then so that's pretty much, and then I say all that to say, I bring up the child actor thing because I feel like it was always destined to be this way, to be an entertainer. I just feel like I had to separate from it, live a normal life. And then God was like, me blowing up on YouTube was like, God was like bringing me back. You know how they always say nothing can ruin what God has planned for you.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Literally you could spend 15 years being off track. And God eventually he will bring you back in
If
there.
you don't go back in, he gonna pull you back
Exactly,
in.
you know what I'm saying?
Somehow,
So
yeah,
it's like
for sure.
nothing can ruin what God has planned for you. And to
Yeah.
me, that was the biggest testament to that. I'm so grateful for God every fucking day. And like with me and my fan base, bro, I don't like to even call them fans. It's like I feel like one thing that separates me from a lot of YouTubers is that I have an actual genuine connection with my fans.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I have a real cult.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I could go, and I don't ever want to take that for granted.
Yeah.
But there's times where I've gone 3-4 months without posting, and I come back and our shit is still
Poppin'.
where it is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like a lot
Still
of people,
loyal. Yeah.
can't do that, you know? And that's such a beautiful thing, you know what I'm saying, to be able to have the type of personality that would even connect with these types of people that would make them stay as loyal as that. Because, you know, like I said, sometimes people's their connection to their fan base is just, they're only here for the entertainment and they don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So anyways, I say all that to say that's my story, bro. I hope I answered that.
That's
you know what I'm
amazing,
saying?
bro.
Yeah.
That was, hey, bro, I couldn't complain, bro.
Yeah.
That's amazing. You know, and I think it's good for the viewers to know these types of stories because a lot of people think that, like, their destiny is like, this isn't possible.
Yeah, yeah.
They think that this isn't possible. They think that some people are just born to be like this.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
everyone has their journey, everyone has their path, but it's also you create your destiny.
Yeah.
You create your path. I always say God rewards hard work.
Yeah.
Like it says like in the Bible, faith is nothing without works.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yo, 100%.
So
Faith is
you-
nothing without works. 100%.
So you have to work
Yep.
hard.
Yeah.
And with working hard,
Yeah.
God is gonna have faith in
A lot
God
of people-
while working hard.
100%.
Like God is gonna just bless you. The next question is confidence. You know what I mean? Like, how do you achieve this confidence? You know what I mean? Because from the first time I met you, the first day I met you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
One thing that I notably like saw, and I even texted my girl about this. I'm like, yo, this successful aura
Yeah.
is something else.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
bro, like
beautiful.
it's different, bro.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it inspired me from like the moment
Yeah.
like we were at the gym
Yeah.
working out. Like it inspired me because it's like, yo, like I gotta get to this level because it's
Yeah.
like it's a different type of aura. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Oh, that's beautiful.
Like, nah,
You know
and
what? I needed to hear that.
Yeah,
because, you know,
yeah.
when
It's
you're living,
different, bro.